there are extremely powerful people walking around with powerful intergenerational magic in their blood, and they don't even know it, or they don't actually know how to use it. So if you suspect that you may be one of these people who actually have magic running through their very veins and through their very DNA, you are going to want to see this video. Hello, beautiful people. It is Oshun Kimmy, your sage, your guru, your mystic, and your spiritual informant. And today we're going to talk about 3 signs that there is magic running through your veins. And if you have magic running through your veins, then this means that your magic is an ancestral magic. This means that your grandmothers and your grandfathers and your ancestors pass that magic on to you through their DNA. Just to be clear, our DNA does not begin with our grandparents. A lot of people, when I talk about ancestors, they want to bring up their grandparents or their uncles and their aunts who they did not get along with, when we have to understand that our ancestors actually go back to the beginning of time. So you have ancestors from ancient societies whose power, energy, magic, and knowledge still runs through your very DNA. Sign number 1 is that you or other people in your family have dreams that come true, or have dreams that bring messages from the spirit realm. So even though I had the ability to dream prophetic dreams my entire life, it was actually when my grandmother passed that my dreams became a lot more active, because the passing of an elder is a very huge sign that you are entering into a point of spiritual initiation in your life, to where you will actually be the one to inherit their gifts. We go through various points of spiritual initiation in our life, and the passing of an elder is a very, very big point of spiritual initiation. It could very well mean that you are set to receive some sort of spiritual gift. And so if you want to know whether there is magic in your blood, think about whether anything changed in your spiritual life once someone specific in your family passed. Did your intuition get stronger? Did you develop new spiritual gifts? Did you pick up new spiritual interests, hobbies, or talents? If the answer is yes to any of these questions, that is your sign that magic runs in your blood. Sign number 2 that you have magic running through your blood is the ability to fly or levitate in your dreams. If you dream of flying, if you dream of levitating, this is a particular spiritual gift and a particular ability to move through the spirit world in a very powerful and unchained way. That is a sign that you also have the ability to astral travel. So it may very well get to a point where you are able to control your flying and your levitating abilities, and you will eventually, with practice, be able to fly and levitate wherever you want to go. Also, if you have had dreams where in the dream you are moving objects without your hands, as in you are either lifting up objects without touching them, or you are simply moving objects with the power of your mind, which would indicate that you have the power of telekinesis. Anybody who watched Matilda growing up, you know what telekinesis is. It is the ability to move things simply with the power of your energy. And this is a particular spiritual gift that actually can be developed in the physical world. But most times, if you have dreams of being able to move objects without touching them, or being able to levitate objects in your dreams, that would indicate that you have the power of Reiki. Reiki is essentially the process of moving energy with your hands and with your mind. And so if you have dreams of being able to move objects with your hand and your mind, then you can actually clear out and do energy healing sessions for yourself and for other people. So the real spiritual tea is that the things that we see happening in our dreams give us some indication of the spiritual abilities that we have in the physical world. So paying attention to the things that you can do in the spirit world will give you an idea of some of the things that you can do in the physical world based on the laws of this 3D realm. And for my people who knew what telekinesis was because they watched Matilda, this is going to take me to sign number 3, which is sign number 3 that you have magic running through your blood is that from a very, very young age, you were extremely interested in movies or television or books about witches, about superpowers, about superheroes, about magical things like time travel, or even having an interest in horror films or sci-fi films from a very young age would indicate that you have some magic running through your blood. You have been here before. You have some ancient ancestral wisdom in your DNA. Our younger selves knew on a soul level that we had spiritual gifts because we are more in tune and more in touch with our authentic spiritual selves when we are children. And as we grow up, we are conditioned to abandon those spiritual things that we know about ourselves. As children, we actually are very in touch with our spiritual self. And this knowing of who we are in the spirit could manifest as having a very extreme interest in the supernatural. Let me know in the comments if any of these signs resonated with you. I know that they definitely resonated with me. Also, feel free to tell me how you knew that you were spiritually gifted. And if you still want to dive deeper into what your spiritual gifts are, what your destiny is, and what your purpose is here on earth, please feel free to book a reading with me. If you would like to learn how to use your spiritual powers and activate your spiritual powers, please join me on the Patreon. Walking our spiritual path can be a very, very lonely journey. And so I created the Patreon so that we can learn our magic, learn to activate our spiritual gifts, and learn to strengthen our spirits as a group and as a unit. If this sounds like a community that you would like to join, please feel free to click the link in the description box of this video and in the pinned comments of this video. May peace and blessings be forever upon you. Selah.